with stuff like that, I don't know. It's either goofy or spooky. I'm just not a new age kind of person. It all feels kind of witchy to me. That's what I like about it.
Yeah, because like Christianity and most religions, they're made for men, right? The father sacrifices the son's a man, dies on the cross, the heroes are all men, and the women just cry on the sidelines.
So first, let's talk about that. Is that crazy or what, Crystal?
I think that it is consistent with feminism, and these women don't even understand, like, who are they going to die for? Like, I mean, women haven't figured out what they want, right? Do you want a man to die and lay down his life for you, or do you want to be? It can only be two ways, right? And so her saying that that's Christian and they're the heroes, like, would you like it to be a woman just dying? Like, no, that's just not the way that God designed it. And God wants us to be more like him, that yes, men are supposed to die. That's why the women and children get in the boat before the men.
Right.
Like,
Right.
you're sitting there in your pampered life.
Right.
Like,
Exactly. Here we go.
You want the woman to be centered in the story?
No. It's all just so male. You know, the epic battle for good and evil. Just doesn't speak to me.
Well, I'm a woman, and I get a lot out of going to church. I love the people. It's very moving.
I didn't know you went to church.
Oh, yeah. We go every Sunday. Yeah, ever since we moved to Austin.
Is it like a real Texan church? Like with Bible thumpers? And
Well, the people are, more conservative than like LA people or like New York.
is that weird for you?
Why would it be weird?
I don't know. If I was just around a bunch of Texans who voted for Trump, I guess I just feel a little alienated.
They're nice people.
thank
Really
you.
good families.
Thank you.
Yeah. She literally said that multiple times. All they can focus on is who did these people vote for. The woman said multiple times, these are nice people. These are nice people. I have a good time around them. And all these witches, because that's what they look like, witches, can focus on is who do they vote for.
But it's, you know what, I think Hollywood depicts life, and so I'm loving how the director is highlighting that people who voted for Trump are good people and making these women look silly. I mean, they're privileged, they're dumb, they are wealthy, and they somehow believe that they should be the heroes and they should be this, but all the while being pampered. Jesus wasn't pampered. Like, this man was crucified. What woman wants the life of Jesus Christ is weird to me. Like, it's weird to me. It sounds something silly, like a dumb person like her would say. But I love the way Hollywood is kind of making it cool. It reminds me of what Candace Owens said the other day. She said it's a lot easier to be a conservative in this state, and so I'm liking this.
Yeah, me too. Okay, let me see here.
Cool. But do you ever talk politics with them?
Sometimes.
Oh, it doesn't get awkward?
Why would it?
Because. Wait. Are you a Republican?
No.
Oh, thank God! You're not a Republican! Oh my God! I'm gonna cut my wrist if I do. You were a Republican!
Ah! Oh my God! Are you a Republican? Oh my God. I remember the first time KJ somebody asked me that, and I felt what she felt. I was like, no, no. Like you just get this pressure, like, oh my God, like they're gonna think that I'm hateful. They're gonna think that I don't understand. They're gonna think that I'm stupid. They're gonna think now I don't care. I shouted to the mountaintops that I'm MAGA Trump supporter.
Yeah, same here. But this is what we go through living in a liberal state like Maryland, like California, like New Jersey. I don't know New Jersey, but
yes, New Jersey.
Okay, New Jersey, New York. This is what we go through. It's almost like a cat and mouse game. You know, you meet somebody new, and I generally will ask them a couple questions just to see where they fall on the political spectrum, you know, and then, you know, then I would know. And then and it's weird because if they are conservative, they know that I'm asking them questions, and then they'll start to ask me kind of questions, and then finally we'll get to this part. Did you vote for Trump? We're like, you know, it just becomes like this, like, I mean, it's just like such a good feeling.
But you know what? I get all the time. You know what I get all the time is them assuming that I did not vote for Trump. Yeah. Like people talk to me and they literally say, and that fool in the White House or that, and KJ, I literally, because I don't want to seem fake or disingenuous, and God forbid, like somebody sees me on my podcast, I say, I'm sorry, I have to stop you there and let you know that I'm a Trump supporter. They be like, what? I'm like, not only am I a Trump supporter, I am obsessed. and then the conversation gets really different, like you said, but it's always this, who are you? What are you?
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. All right, here we go.
I'm an independent. But Dave is
An independent. Mm-hmm. Since when?
You didn't vote for Trump, though, did you?
Are we really going to talk about Trump tonight? Listen, it is a very pretty church. It is not weird at all. And I will take you if you ever come visit me in Austin.
I can't wait to get down
I
there.
really want to come.
You're lying.
Mm-hmm.
That is hilarious.
Yeah.
She, you know, it's so funny because I like to say, especially here in Maryland, you guys, independents are nothing but Trump supporters that's scared to say they are. Like, if you're saying you're an independent, I remember Trump was saying, like, you know, you still have some undecided voters. Trump said, there's no undecided voters. There's not. Nobody's undecided. Y'all are not undecided. You just are not comfortable enough with saying, hey, I am a Republican.
Yeah.
And I encourage all of y'all independents to do as the Bible says, choose ye this day whom you will serve. Like, and serious, because this is not hard, KJ. This is not hard. These people want to take your children and brainwash them to believe that they can be the opposite sex. Like, these people are so evil. It's not even a question for me what I am at this point. And if you're a Democrat at this point, like, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Yeah. Laura, I will link put the link of this article with the video in the chat. This is called The White Lotus. It's a series on HBO. Now I heard the series is kind of out there, but I really felt like this kind of is a story. This sort of captured what many of us as conservatives, particularly as Black conservatives, you know, I'll share really quickly. I had a group of friends that I kind of met. Most of my friends I still have from high school. It's a small group, but I had befriended another group of ladies when I had my son, which was many years ago. Because you know how you get like a mommy group together.
Yeah.
You kind of, connect because you guys have young kids. And so I, met a group of ladies. here in Maryland, and we became friends, and we used to do everything together with our kids. You know, I mean, for like 5 years at least, because it was more than 5 years, but for like 5 to 10 years, we were, you know, had the kids together. We go out like on mommy, mommy night out dates and stuff, not dates, but you know, like girls night out, I should say, things. And then when the election came up and, you know, I started supporting Trump, you know, of course we were friends on Facebook, and they didn't like, you know, some of the things I posted on Facebook, but they never said anything really to me about it, you know. And so then one day, we all were going out to dinner, and we went out to dinner, and at the end of we would always take photos. Like they always loved to take photos when we were out and stuff. And at the end of the dinner, one of the girls was like, okay, let's take some photos. And one of the ladies said she didn't want to take a photo. She was like, no, I'm just count me out. And I kind of looked, I'm like, does she not want to be in a photo with me? I didn't say anything at the time. And so she was like, you know, she just didn't want to be in the photo. So then the next day I called her and I was like, hey, I wanted to check in with you, you know, to see. I thought it was odd you didn't want to, you know, take a photo. So she was like, well, I want to be honest with you. I don't feel comfortable being in a photo with you that might go on social media because of your stance with Trump. That's what she said to me. Yeah.
I hate that for her.
I tell you, Crystal, though, I was so hurt. I was
Really? Oh
so hurt
man.
because I was like, oh my, you don't want to take a photo with me? And I guess I was really hurt by her because she was one of the so-called Christian ones.
Mm.
And she had a very a very I don't know what to call it. She had a big issue in her life that she went through. And I prayed with her. She
Oh
would
wow.
call me crying on the phone, just so distraught and things about this was happening to her. And I would pray with her, and we would, do all this stuff. And then for her not to want to take a photo with me,
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. And so then I blew up after that. I was really upset.
Oh my gosh.
So I told her off or whatever. And then, we had words with the rest of the ladies. And to this day, we have not, I still speak with one. It was a group of us, like 5 of us. And I still speak with one. But I don't talk to the rest of them.
Oh
And
my God. I hate that for her, that she's allowing herself to be controlled by a party or like a group of people that don't care about, like these Democrats haven't had their best interests at heart, of the Black people's best interests at heart, or any people's best interests at heart. And she allowed like a relationship like
yeah,
you, KJ. Like somebody said, yeah, like KJ, you are the sweetest. Yeah, it's so true. Like she allowed a relationship with you to go sour
yeah.
over people who don't like you. Like they don't like
Right.
you.
Right.
And
And the crazy, we didn't talk about politics. Like it wasn't even something, we brought up. They just knew I was a Trump supporter, but I didn't bring up politics with them. They would always, throw little jabs here and there. And I just ignored it, I just ignored it because I cherished the friendship, and I didn't want to make any waves or whatever. And that's what happened. And to this day, we still don't speak. So and I agree. I have new friends now.
Yeah.
I had so much fun with you guys the other night. It made me think about that because it's like I feel free, like I could be conservative and not have to walk on eggshells when you talk about different things. So yeah.
Black women need to really like understand like what they are fighting for. I mean, like I see it all the time. Like I've had friends like literally do an intervention for me. Like they were going to tell me about why my beliefs is perfect. They lose every time because they don't understand that, KJ, we are walking this walk. Like I follow politics. I know politics. I'm not just like I know why I believe what I believe, because I knew it was going to mean the loss of friendship if we
Mhm.
decided to go this way. So I had to be sure about what I believed. So they would give me like, interventions. And now I have my friends like asking me questions like, oh, what
Yeah.
about this? And so Black women especially have to decide. We really have to decide, and come to a real understanding that these people in the Democrat Party, these media people, the Joy Reids, that they have not made us look good. They have not had our best interest at heart. They have not told us the truth. They have lied to us constantly. And I believe that it's coming. It's coming slowly, but they're
Yeah,
gonna come back to you, KJ. They're gonna come back to you. And they were like,
I
KJ
always
was
wonder.
right.
I was like, I always, especially after Trump won, I was like, "Ooh, I know they are so upset."
I hate that for them.
Yeah, I do too. I do too, because these people have really lost it. They have lost their minds. They
Yeah.
have. So yeah, I feel for them, and we moved on and for the better. And I haven't been. I'm so happy. Like just I feel like for the first time, and again, this is why we started this channel, Christian Conservative, because I feel for the first time that my politics and my beliefs align.
For sure, for
It
sure.
just makes sense. And like you said, for many years as a Democrat, I wasn't really, I just was on the surface level. I felt like, oh, it's, the government should take care of everybody. That sounds like a good thing to do, or, I believe that, the police were bad, and this country was racist and all this type of stuff. Even though like my relationships didn't really reflect that, I've always grew up around a lot of different races and things. So, but now I actually really research. I understand why I think the way I think. I know the data backs up many of these things. So
Exactly.